The B.LEAGUE Championship continues here as UTSUNOMIYA BREX host the Nagoya Diamond Dolphins. This is Game 1 of their best-of-3 quarterfinal series. Good afternoon, basketball fans, and welcome to the Nikan Arena Tochigi. Our venue here today, as you can see, the BREX Nation is out and ready to cheer on their squad. You can see all the championship that they have won, the championship banners, and there you can see the championship picture for 2025-2026, and one team safely into the semifinals, Nagasaki Velka, knocking out Alvark Tokyo in 2 straight games. And now, BREX takes center stage up against Nagoya. A little bit later on, we're gonna see the squad of the Golden Kings going up against Seahorses Mikawa. That is at 6 in the evening. The fans are clad in yellow, the colors of BREX. They're looking to be able to get a victory here for their hometown fans and try to look for another title. Let's take a look at the match records between these two squads all throughout the B.LEAGUE history. UTSUNOMIYA has 19 wins, Nagoya just 4. In terms of their matchup here for the year 2025-2026, they face each other twice. UTSUNOMIYA won that first encounter 90-74, and they won the second one as well 87-69. Some pertinent numbers. UTSUNOMIYA's offense 5th in the league at 85.5. Their defense at 80%. So just a 5.5 difference, but still shows you why they have a winning record. Nagoya Diamond Dolphins. Their offense is at 82.9, and their defense is at 75.0, which is actually 3rd best in the league. Nagoya is the top rebounding team at 42.3 per game. As we take a look at the lineup of Coach Zico Coronel and UTSUNOMIYA BREX. Of course, they've got number 6, Makoto Hiejima, the longtime national squad member. And then when you look down at their lineup, of course, they've got their imports, and Seiji Egkaruga, of course, one of the veterans. An old reliable here for Coach Coronel. But they have number 25, DJ Newbill. They also have number 33, Gavin Edwards. Number 34, Grant Cherrett. Number 42, Isaac Kogu. Justin Harper came in for a little bit to take the spot of one of their world imports, but right now they're going with their full roster, the roster that everybody is familiar with. So Isaac Kogu will be coming off the bench a little bit later on. He is listed for their squad. Zico has done an exceptional job with this group, this entire squad, ready to play here. As we now take a look at the lineup here of Coach Sean Dennis. They have number 11, Aaron Henry from the United States. They also have number 23, Jake Holtz from the United States. They have Keita Imamura, the hotshot from the Japanese national squad, and also Kyle Richardson and Scott Etherton. So looking at their lineup, unfortunately, Scott Etherton has always been in and out of the lineup with injuries. So today, he's not listed. But they will have Kyle Richardson at their disposal, together, of course, with Aaron Henry. Alan Williams is also available. 6'8", 33-year-old. and the aforementioned Jake Holtz. So a full complement of players here for both these squads. Let's take a look at their head-to-head matchup. These are the numbers. When you look at assists, UTSUNOMIYA actually is third in terms of assists overall, 22.1. Nagoya is second in terms of steals at 9 per contest. Nagoya also second in terms of blocks at 3.3 per game. Definitely two of the top squads in the B.LEAGUE here this season. There you can see the comparative analysis. In just a bit, we're going to meet the starters here from both these squads. This is going to prove to be an exciting one. UTSUNOMIYA BREX, of course, are the defending champions. They want to be able to annex back-to-back titles. It starts here with their campaign in the playoffs, which for them begins today. The playoffs actually began last Thursday. We had a coverage of Nagasaki Velka, and they disposed of their longtime tormentors. To be able to move on to the next round. Alvar Tokyo actually owned them since 2023. The 2 victories they had last Thursday and Friday were the first victories in over 6 years. Players are getting ready. The fans are ready. We're going to meet the starters from both these squads. Tip-off is scheduled for 16:10 Manila time. There's DJ Newbill on the bench, together with Gavin Edwards.
RESONA グループ B.LEAGUE クォーターファイナル2025-26ゲーム1プレゼンテッドバイ栃木銀行宇都宮ブレックス vs 名古屋ダイヤモンドドルフィンズ
Here we go with the introductions.
それでは本日の対戦チーム名古屋ダイヤモンドドルフィンズスターティングラインナップのご紹介です。2番斉藤匠、11番アーロン・ヘンリー、12番中東海斗、14番佐藤拓磨、34番カイル・リチャードソン、ヘッドコーチショーン・ベルス。以上名古屋ダイヤモンドドルフィンズスターティングラインナップのご紹介でした。
There you have the starting 5 for Nagoya. Now, let's introduce UTSUNOMIYA BREX to BREX Nation.
昨シーズンリーグ最多3度目のチャンピオンの座をつかみ取ったブレックス。トランセンドをシーズンスローガンに掲げ挑んだ今シーズンの戦いは EASL 制覇、東地区3連覇と肩から見れば順風満帆に映るかもしれない。しかし歩んできた道のりは決して平坦ではなく、さまざまな困難を全員で乗り越え共に前へと進んできた結果、そして今10年目の節目を迎える B リーグチャンピオンに輝くため、ブレックスメンタリティを胸に立ちはだかる新たなる壁を越えていく時、ブレックスネーション全員でたどり着こう、再びあの頂点まで。それでは宇都宮ブレックス本日のメンバーの発表です。まずはベンチメンバーから。 No.7 敦也小川、 No.9 祐介遠藤、 No.8 大橋、 No.9 大橋、 No.10 大橋、 No.11 大橋、 No.12 大橋、 No.13 大橋、 No.14 大橋、 No.15 大橋、 No.16 大橋、 No.17 大橋、 No.18 大橋、 No.19 大橋、 No.20 大橋、 No.21 大橋、 No.22 大橋、 No.23 大橋、 No.24 大橋、 No.25 大橋、 No.26 大橋、 No.27 大橋、 No.28 大橋、 No.29 大橋、 No.30 大橋、 No.31 大橋、 No.32 大橋、 No.33 大橋、 No.34 大橋、 No.35 大橋、 No.36 大橋、 No.37 大橋、 No.38 大橋、 No.39 大橋、 No.40 大橋、 No.41 大橋、 No.42 大橋、 No.43 大橋、 No.44 大橋、 No.45 大橋、 No.46 大橋、 No.47 大橋、 No.48 大橋、 No.49 大橋、 No.50 大橋、 No.51 大橋、 No.52 大橋、 No.53 大橋、 No.54 大橋 Number 10, Kosuke Takeuchi. Number 11, BREX Waoki. Number 13, Hirodori Watanabe. Number 15, Yodai Ishikawa. Number 18, Seiji Ikaruga. Number 42, Isaac Fotu. For you, UTSUNOMIYA BREX. Number 34, Rod Jarrett. Number 33, Gavin Edwards. Number 25, Leader Number 12, Shinji Takashima. And number 6, Makoto Hyushima. Head coach, Zico Colonel.
There you have it. Their campaign for another championship begins right here. Very successful regular season. After 60 games, they have made it here to the B.LEAGUE Championship once again, which is what they call the playoffs. Now we are all set. We got referee Okawara, referee Akiyama, and referee Uchida handling proceedings here. BREX Nation pumped up once again. They want another title. They want another championship. Can they get it? It all begins with a W here today. The BREX, starting out with Iejima, Takashima, Newbill, Edwards, and Jarrett. For the Diamond Dolphins, they have Saito, Henry, Nakahigashi, Sato, and Richardson. Definitely the BREX favorite here. But Nagoya has been to the B.LEAGUE Championship quite a number of years already. They have not had the kind of success that they've been looking for. A lot of times because of injuries. If you remember last year, Scott Etherton got injured. Ray Parks was actually with this squad. He also got injured. So things just didn't fall into place. Maybe this year, because it looks like right now they do have a full complement of imports. Not to mention they have Keita Imamura. came over from the San Antonio Phoenix. That is added firepower for the locals. And we're underway. New build. First crack at the basket here. Ejima, another national team member. A lot of firepower that he can provide as well. Jarrett on the outside. Shot clock's down to 2. Edwards finally realizes it, puts it up, and scores. They might review that to double check if it counts, but it looks like he was able to get that off in time. Collecting there is Richardson. Finding Henry. Henry with the incursion a little bit too strong. Offensive rebound? No. It falls to Henry. As Henry gets on the board, here's Newbill. Always at the controls here for his squad. There's his dribbling prowess, throws it up there. Felt the contact. And DJ now on the line for 2 shots. DJ, a one-time NBL MVP. He's now looking to get more titles here in Japan. First personal foul going to be called on Sato. Sato's going to be the primary defender here on DJ. First goes through for Newbill. DJ Newbill is actually the king of assists at 6.4 per game. He loves to get his teammates involved in terms of scoring. He's also 7th. It's the first 2. Well, I'm sure there will be many for him here this evening. Saito gets it down. Sato will bring it out. Get back inside, try and look for Sato. There's too many hands around there. That was a dangerous pass. Jarrett now. I try to bring it closer. There's the double. That's a dangerous pass as well. 2-on-1 break. Ooh. That's a layup he's definitely going to want to have back. Ejima will launch. He's not shy to take a shot, even an early one. And he's got the green light from his coaching staff. Here's Takumi. They'll give it up. Henry once again, almost lost with active hands there from Ejima. Open 3. Offline there to Richardson. He had the open shot though. DJ once again. Into the heart of the defense, takes it strong, we misfire. Gavin Edwards also misses on the putback. 2 sorry misses, nice tip once again. Some lackadaisical passes coming here from the Diamond Dolphins early. And it's resulted into a few turnovers. DJ once again. Extra pass. Open 3 short. Takashima's better shooter than that. That's well short though. Higashi gets to one of his world imports. That's Henry. Henry will try to force the issue. We'll lose it. What a chase down block. All the while Takashima thought he was home free. Attack. Goes to Takashima once again. This time he'll wait for his teammates. No need to rush, they say. Still early in the ball game. We're playing at home. And we're currently up by 3. Newbill using that pick. Tosses it up high. That's going to be the second personal foul here. For Nakahigashi. He just missed the ball. Not by much. We checked out his first personal foul. Second team foul for Nagoya. as he takes a breather. And here comes the hot shot. Keita Imamura. We're definitely going to need a scoring sock. Isaiah Murphy also in the ball game for the first time. No changes yet in the lineup here of BREX. Jarrett gets denied. Nagoya has come up with tremendous defensive plays, but they keep giving it up. Another turnover there. Takumi complaining. He says he got hacked. Referee say play on. DJ Newville, 3 in and out. Let's see if they can take care of the ball enough to be able to take a shot. Henry once again. That's a shifty move. He wants to give it back out. Richardson with a handoff. Imamura looking for a running start. Finds Henry. Henry will lose it, but they're going to say this time there's a foul. And it's a foul on DJ, or is it on Edwards? Nice dish. It is on DJ Newville as he reached in. That's his first. 2 free throws now coming up for the world import of the Diamond Dolphins. Yusuke Endo will check in. First player off the bench here today for Coach Zico. Is there going to be an early challenge? This is a little bit surprising. Is he looking at challenging that call on the swipe? It's got to be. In the ball game, a game which you feel and you just about know will go down the wire.
ゲームクロック5分31秒からのリスタートとなります。
No, actually they're looking now at the clock. So they're fixing the game clock, and at the same time they're saying yes. 2 free throws coming up here. That was a given. That definitely looked like a foul. Williams will be checking in for the first time. There's Alan Williams, sporting jersey number 15. So no Scott Etherton, number 43. Williams has played with them for a year. Etherton has been with them for multiple years. Unfortunately, injury plagued the last couple. Look at the turnover situation. So far, the Dolphins have come up already with 4. Just 1 for BREX. High 4's our tally here. Endo will bring it down. He's a capable guard. He's denying DJ Newville, but he still gets possession. And again, we'll try to attack. And goes through. 74. Still Takumi at the 1. Floater a little bit too strong. The veteran Takeuchi is on the floor now. That is Kosuke Takeuchi, the 41-year-old. Served the national team for quite a while. Puts up a 3. Just a little too strong. He's got that in his bag of tricks. He and his twin brother Joji. That's an offensive foul. That was clear. Not quite sure why Williams had to do that. On a clear space, but the shooter was actually free, wide open. Watch it here. Going under the pick. The job was already done. Williams picks up his first. That would be considered another turnover, so 5 turnovers now here for the Diamond Dolphins. Yajima will get it back all day to shoot. Talk about dodging a bullet, but Endo will get an offensive rebound. Here's Yajima. Finds his big man. 9-4. And this is now the biggest lead at 5 for the home squad. Jumper inside, not going to work for Keita. DJ's running. And a big slam here. Definitely a timeout needed by the Nagoya Diamond Dolphins. Their offense is not clicking, and they're giving up so many easy buckets. Back to the action. Long Tom not going to work there for Newbill. We're coming the other way. Keita Imamura for 3. That's what he can do. He can light it up. That's a lead down to 4. First of many threes here. Isaac Foto has checked in for the first time. And a good find. Finds Endo at the corner. Gets a 3 right back. 14-7. As we approach the 3-minute mark, foul will be called. First personal foul going to be called there. That's on Atsuya Ogawa. Ogawa is only 23 years old. Elevated from the youth squad. Now playing on the biggest stage in Japan. Sato will check back in. Jump a little bit too strong. Open 3. Imamura hits another one. That's his second here. As we said, coming off the bench, he really is a spitfire. DJ Newbill. Bring it in. Gavin Edwards, another one of those long Tom shooters. Nails a deep one. 17-10. Back to a 7-point lead. It's now raining threes here at the Nikan Arena Tochigi. Imamura once again. Try to go to the wing. Williams will bring it out. Deep shot. Long rebound goes to Edwards. Both these teams settling for a lot of those long threes. So far it's worked though for Endo stays with it. Will go inside. Isaac Fotu will lose it. He was ready to go up. Nice pass inside. Richardson delivers. Trying to get out. And quickly when they possibly can. Get some easy baskets as they cut the lead down to 5. As we approach the 1 minute mark. And once again, DJ Newbill just says, let me get another basket. Makes it look so easy. Henry, not the best of shots. That was an early shot. It was challenged. They go to the wing. Just out of the reach there of DJ. DJ very disappointed. Newbill will be given a rest. Imamura, his shot gets swatted away. That almost left the stadium. Watch it here. Boom. Gavin Edwards sending a statement there, saying not on my watch. Cross-court pass, open three, in and out. Nobody boxed out Imamura. He's now got 8 points, coming off the bench. Under 30 seconds to be played here. Edwards will lose it. Well, doing his job was the big man, the veteran, Tenketsu Harimoto, the 34-year-old. And at 6'6", look at him move his legs. Since he's in the front court, 14 seconds on their shot clock. He got a head start. Easy lay-in there. Richardson. They go inside. Isaac Fotu gets denied. Ooh, a foul is going to be called. That's going to be on Williams. And that was before the buzzer. So 2 free throws here for Isaac Fotu before we end the period. We'll double check, they say. There was a foul. Before time expired. There has to be 2 free throws given. They're going to check on this just to be certain. But looking at that last replay, there should be 2 free throws given. That's going to make the fans happy. Remember, we are playing at home. And no complaints from Williams. He picks up a second personal foul. He said, okay, you went to the monitor, you looked at things, and okay, I'll have to accept it. Here come the 2 shots for Isaac Fotu, and they've put .2 on the board. Not enough to get off a shot though. So for all intents and purposes, Nagoya now in the penalty, but it's insignificant. Oh, he's gonna miss. Coach Zico saying it was disconcerting there. Referee saying The quarter's over, and it's a good one for UTSUNOMIYA BREX as they lead by 5, 21-16.
さあそれではご来場の皆さん、この曲に合わせてここからさらに会場一体となって選手を後押ししてまいりましょう。ブレックスネーションカムのスタートです。さあカメラに映りました方は大きく盛り上がってアピールしていきましょう。さあ乗っていこう。はい、今度はこのフレーム内、はい、皆さん乗っていきましょう。はい、乗っていくよ。ほいほいほいほい。あー、ここいいね。さあ周りの皆さんもご一緒に。はい、映ってますよ。ありがとうございました。 Thank you BREX Nation。第2クォーターのスタートです。
Not the kind of way you want to start off a quarter. You wanted to send a statement early, but you blow, well, not even a layup, you blow the dunk. Aaron Henry there, disappointed with that one. Not quite sure though if that counts as a turnover. So far 5 turnovers for Nagoya, 4 for UTSUNOMIYA. Got a 5-point lead though, heading into the second canto. Here's Ujima once again, yet to get on court. We'll go to the wing. Jarrett with a quick 3. No. Nice tip. Henry to the wing. Imamura another 3. That one in and out. Touch last by Harimoto. Good shot though for Keita, especially since he has been on target essentially the entire day. Ujima gets it over to Endo. Actually, that's Seiji Ikaruga. Here's Ikaruga. Ikaruga and Endo. Not interchangeable. Ikaruga will misfire. Score still at 21-16. A minute gone here. Score has been unchanged. Off the curl. Hikes it. Jarrett a little bit surprised. It looked like he was giving the shot already. Watch it here. That's sometimes what frustrates players. Is not to say you were giving up the shot, but you didn't want to give up the foul, and so you didn't challenge, and still they called the foul on you. It's now a 3-point play. Higashi's back. Starter here today for Coach Sean Dennis. Williams will take a breather after completing that three-point play to bring the lead down to just a basket. Ikaruga finds Fotu. Little collision there by the baseline. Ikaruga inside the layup. Yes. Defense was late to react there. Ikaruga picks up his first bucket. Higashi. Higashi tries to get it back. Just no space there for that layup. Yejima racing down court. Ikaruga says that's our proper spacing. Jarrett now. Up against Henry. He's much taller than Henry. Jarrett turns around, will get a shooter's roll. Henry is 6'5". Grant Jarrett is 6'10". And now Jarrett saying that's essentially the same foul that you called on me on the other end. He's back up to 6. 25-19. Is there going to be a warning here? Or are they checking on the clock once again?
ゲームクロック7分56秒からのスタートです。
Yes, they're working the game clock, which has been a little iffy here. Higashi. Harassed there by Hiyajima. Shot clock is now down to 11. Takumi will go to the wing. Tenketsu with a long three. He's not in there just for defensive purposes. Harimoto can actually hit that shot. That's the lead in half. That's an open three. That's a mistake for the defense, because Takashima can drain that. He's back up to 6. Saito will bring it closer. In and out though. He'll get it back. Put up a long one. No. Jarrett's there asking, saying there was a push. I had the inside track, but still, Richardson will get another basket. He's got a total of 6. Pocket pass finds Jarrett. Not going to get the roll that time. They'll push it forward. Henry inside, yes. And the lead is down to 2 once again. Not the best of fouls there from Nakahigashi. That'll be number 2 on him. DJ Newbill is back on the floor together with Gavin Edwards. That was spotted there by the trail referee. He had his hand on the hip. Sometimes some referees will let that one go. Go back to Jarrett, this time against the double team. We'll have to kick it out. He keeps it, comes closer and hits once again. Jarrett now starting to feel it here in quarter number 2. Higashi, that was clear. He stepped there. That's a backing violation. Good defense put up by Gavin Edwards. Watch it here once again. That's where a lot of coaches will tell you not to stop and pick up your dribble close to the half-court line, because that turns out to be another defender. Jarrett almost lost it. He will stay here with BREX.
名古屋選手の交代です。30番今村が入ります。
Still a 4-point lead enjoyed by BREX. They have led all throughout. Not by much, but still, they've had the upper hand. Gavin Edwards puts up a three, a little bit too strong. Edwards battling for it. Open three, Endo, yes! Yusuke now with his second three of the ball game. They try to get it back, no. DJ Newbill back in harness. Jarrett, early work. He might be called for the charge there. Data Imamura got there just in the nick of time. He expected a spin. Boom. Second personal foul here on Grant Jarrett. Looks like Coach Zico says stay in there, at least for the time being. Maybe until the official timeout, past the 5-minute mark. Richardson with a handoff, finds Henry. Henry gets away inside, basket and one opportunity. They forgot that the man with the basketball was the most dangerous. 6 points now here for Henry. And a free throw to boot coming up. Second personal foul here on DJ Newbill. Aaron Henry is actually the king of steals with close to 2 per contest. 1.9 to be exact. A looping shot will go through. UTSUNOMIYA now in the penalty with still 5:10 to be played. Only one team foul for the Diamond Dolphins. Gavin gives it up. Inside, that's a strong move. Wow, Takashima, Ogawa. They have done their job. They have not been given major minutes, but they have helped their squad here. As we take a look at the youngster, the 23-year-old, skying high.
Blessing and ready.
Back to the action here, the Nikan Arena Tochigi, as the BREX look to be able to hurdle The first opponent here in the playoffs. What a save, but it's saved to the wrong individual. Endo. We look for Jarrett. That's pretty good transition defense here. Jarrett will bring it closer though and still score. He can score over Imamura anytime he wants, and a timeout will now have to be called by the Diamond Dolphins. This lead is now at 8. Quick timeout there called by Coach Sean Dennis. He definitely felt the momentum was swinging the way of BREX. Had to put an immediate stop to it. Now they got to score. Just to make that timeout really worth it. Again, a lot of active hands, that time by Newbill. And it's another turnover. Turnover number 8 for the Diamond Dolphins. Newbill once again looking to push this lead into double digits. DJ inside, another slam. That's his second dunk of the afternoon. He's got a total of 11 points. He's in double digits scoring wise, and we're still in the first half. First base, Henry. We get it inside. Keita Imamura, no. One of his few misses here. He has really been a marked man after making those 2 threes. Inside incursion, and a foul might be called on Keita. We mentioned Atsuya Ogawa is only 23 years old. This youngster feels he belongs here. And he's attacking one of the veterans of the game. Someone who has served the national squad for quite some time. But there's just no fear whatsoever here for Atsuya. First one rattles in. Lead is now at 11. Could be more. It's 12. For Ogawa. Those 4 points are a real blessing. That'll open things up for the rest of the squad. There's a nice tap. Oh! He tried to get cute with that one instead of going up strong. But he got the tap, he got the steal. Imamura. It seems like they're on the same page talking about all these players in white. Gavin Edwards with a strip. He has a block and a strip here. He timed that one perfectly. Williams is looking at the referee saying there was a little bit of arm. Nada, says the referee. Takumi Saito's back. Higashi as well. Not the best of passes. Saito able to track that one down. Takumi will have to throw this one up. Comes up just short. It grazed the rim though. Newbill at the front court. Gavin Edwards will give it to him right back. Atsuya, Newbill for three. That was great passing. The defense was scrambling all throughout. The offense just not able to buy a basket here. Talking about Nagoya. Newbill will launch a three. Back rims that one. Nagoya lucky. Some of these open shots, especially those last two from Newbill, look good. That was a kickball. No foul there. Under 2 minutes remaining here. Second quarter action. Makoto Hiyajima sent back in. Higashi goes to his import. Again, look at those tipped. A lot of tip balls from Hiyajima, from Newbill, from Gavin Edwards. They're really getting into the passing lanes. Hiyajima thought he got it, but that was enough to just tip it. Is that going to be an offensive foul? There was a little shove. That happened right in front of Sean Dennis. Let's see. A little nudge. Bit of an acting job as well by Hiyajima. That's going to be the third personal foul on Williams. That's not a good sign. Hiyajima, that time, getting to the passing lanes. Nakahigashi delivers. That'll cut the lead down to 10. Well, Nagoya giving BREX a taste of their own medicine that time. DJ Newbill almost traveled. Dangerous cross-court pass. Gets it back to DJ. Now he'll attack. Clearly a foul there. Big collision. Nakahigashi will pick up another personal. That might be number 3. And Nakahigashi came down hard. And Newbill felt that. You can see him crank his neck. Concerned look there on Coach Sean Dennis as he sends Harimoto back in. The veteran Takeuchi will check in for the final minute and 2 seconds. Newbill on the line for 2. Second free throw is in as well. The lead is back up to 12. So many fans for DJ Newbill, who has led his squad to a championship already last season. They want back-to-back. Make no mistake about it. Again, they hound Saito in the backcourt. Still with the ball. They bring it inside. Richardson. And they make his move. Short there, an attempt coming from Henry. Final 30 seconds of the first half. Ikaruga to Edwards. That's what we like about BREX. Not really stars from top to bottom, but everybody who knows their roles. Iejima puts one up. That's his role to score. There's a steal. Makoto will hold on to this one. And he loses it eventually. Time for one crack at the basket. Not there. The Diamond Dolphins clearly would have needed that one. But Makoto Iejima says it doesn't matter. He has staked his squad to this 15-point lead at the halftime break as they lead 46-31.
それでは本日のハーフタイムはブレクシーによりますパフォーマンスでお楽しみください。Let's go! ブレクシー。BREX。それではこの時間はフルライフプレゼンツ LINE 抽選の時間となります。当選されました方にはフルライフよりナップサックと大衆主戦テルマエの飲み放題チケットがプレゼントされます。抽選方法はブレックス公式 LINE を開いていただきまして、この後センタービジョンに表示されるキーワードをご入力の上送信してください。キーワードはこちらです。はい、こちらのキーワードをご入力の上送信してください。当選されました方はインフォメーションブースにてプレゼントとお引き換えください。プレゼントのお受け取りは本日中のみ有効となります。当選されました方はお忘れのないようお受け取りください。以上、フルライフプレゼンツ LINE 抽選のコーナーでした。
栃木銀行宇都宮ブレックス寄付定期預金。定期預金がチームの応援に。7月31日 しくは栃木銀行ホームページをご確認ください。
マニーは安全で品質の高い医療機器を世界中の人々に届けます。 The best quality in the world to the world マニー。
こんにちは。ガス会社はお値段で選びませんか？今晩の数が変わるかも。あ、奥さん焼けましたよ。
適正価格にこだわります。日ガスにスルーの賛成です。あなたの周りに生ポリあれもこれもみんな生ポリ、未来を包む生ポリ。
オーエンスはここ栃木県で公共施設の管理運営を行っています。私たちは地域社会に貢献し、スポーツ文化の健全な発展を目指しています。株式会社オーエンス。
未来を作る、世界をつなぐ、研究と創造のアルメックステクノロジーズ。
この男は勝利を考え続ける。その先にあるたくさんの笑顔を生み出すために、その全てを支えてきた一枚がある。相変わらず今日も暮らしを考える
吉野専攻。
モンドセレクション金賞ウレタニックモーゼナンバーワン。返金保証付き。
中村土建は地域に愛される企業を目指す。中村土建。
もし綾と結婚してなかったらおいらはこんなに楽しく過ごせなかったと思う。
これは
ちょっと合わないだろう。
相模天帝。
家づくりで終わらない、安心安全に暮らせる街を作り、そこでの豊かな生活をデザインする。生活総合産業だからできること。 With You ウッドユートヨタウッドユーホーム。
夢見る力をすべての子供たちに。
宇都宮ブレックスに入って活躍することです。やっぱり B リーグ選手や NBA 選手がいいです。
株式会社ペドラ。栃木銀行宇都宮ブレックス寄付定期預金。定期預金がチームの応援に。7月31日までキャンペーン実施中。詳しくは栃木銀行ホームページをご確認ください。
それではここで B リーグのパートナー各社をご紹介いたします。 B リーグトップパートナーソフトバンク。 B リーグタイトルパートナーリソナグループ。 B リーグイノベーションパートナーインフロニアホールディングス。 B リーグパートナーズ日本生命。 TIS リライブ。 B リーグサポーティングカンパニーズボルテン。朝日新聞。日本経済新聞社。大塚製薬。野村工芸社。 EY ジャパン。エニタイムフィットネス。ストライク。スポーツデポ。ロックアイス。ふるさとチョイス。ボルツ。 日清食品 DNA B リーグサプライヤー &ST ホールディングス B リーグコミュニケーションパートナー LINE ヤフー B リーグスポーツ振興&レフェリーサポーティングパートナースポーツくじウィナー B リーググロースパートナー電通以上 B リーグのパートナー各社のご紹介でした。
ここでご来場のお客様にご案内です。ヤクルト養蜂センター北側月決め駐車場に、違法駐車されているお車ナンバー23トヨタ CHR のお車でご来場のお客様、至急お車の移動をお願いいたします。ご来場の皆様にお知らせいたします。お車の移動をお願いいたします。ヤクルト養蜂センター北側月決め駐車場にお止めのナンバー23黒のトヨタ CHR のお客様、お心当たりのあるお客様は至急お車の移動をお願いいたします。重ねまして近隣への違法駐車は絶対におやめいただきますようご協力よろしくお願いいたします。
You can see the comparative numbers there. Shooting much better. Utsunomiya BREX 52% as compared to just 36% from 2. And shooting even better from 3 against their opponents. 38% as compared to 27%. Free throws, not really too much of a difference there. But the Dolphins also with 4 more turnovers, 11-7. Look at some more numbers that are not in your screens. Rebounding, just about even. 22 there for Nagoya. 21 for Utsunomiya BREX. In terms of assists, they're dead even at 8 each. Scoring leaders, DJ Newbill with 13. Endo, Edwards, and Jarrett with 6 apiece. And Ogawa with 4. Rebounding leaders for BREX. 4 for Edwards. 3 apiece for Takashima. And also, that was quick. Takashima and Jarrett. Scoring leaders for Nagoya. 8 for Imamura, 7 for Henry, 6 for Richardson, and 5 for Williams. Harimoto also contributed 1-3 coming off the bench. Rebounding leaders, 7 for Richardson, 4 apiece for Henry and Williams, and Saito also with 3. Two players in foul trouble here for Nagoya, Higashi and Williams, both with 3 apiece. On the other side, no one really in penalty situation. Some last-minute instructions and the fans making their way back here to their respective seats. 15-point lead by Utsunomiya. Looking good here. In fact, Isaac Fotu hasn't even really been able to flex his muscles yet that much. Grant Jarrett doing heavy lifting together with DJ Newbill. One of the major adjustments the Diamond Dolphins will have to be able to address is the fact that they just can't hit their outside shots. That will open things up for the interior, but right now they're being challenged here by the BREX to make their shots. So far they failed miserably. Let's see if they have a better shooting third quarter. See Aaron there discussing things with Alan. But BREX looks like the superior team right now. They're sending a statement, not just here to the Nagoya Diamond Dolphins, but to the rest of the league, that hey, we are the defending champions and we're solid in terms of looking for back-to-back titles. DJ Newbill starting things off. Back to DJ. He'll put up a long 3 and hit. That's going to extend the lead. Now to 18. Good start. Takumi's going to lose it. That's 2 free throws. Not quite sure why you want to try to take a stab at him. Down low. It's got to be up high. That was Hiyajima. And you see immediately Grant Jarrett looked over at Hiyajima and said, I was right there. I could have blocked it. Takumi Saito is 6 in assists at 5.4 per contest. He's also 10th in steals. Just about 1.5 per game here this 2025-2026 season. He'll make both free throws. They get it inside. Iejima quickly to the front court. Looked like they were trying to look for some early offense. Now they'll settle things down once again. That's a great pass. Inside, outside, and Jarrett will lose it. You can see the frustration there. He was trying to make a move even before he controlled that basketball. Still a 16-point advantage for the hosts. Imamura. Now starting things out here for his squad. That's off his foot. Another turnover for Kyle Richardson. He has not really had a successful first playoff game. Here's Jarrett to the wing. It's not good spacing. Iejima says it doesn't matter. Puts up a three, and now it's a 19-point advantage at 52-33. This is not the way Nagoya saw this one. Foul there from Iejima, not giving up the easy 2 points. That's a good foul. He has picked up the 2 fouls for BREX here this third period. A little shove there. Gavin Edwards complaining, saying, I should have gotten the rebound. It wasn't for the shove in the back. Important free throws here for Kyle. There are some fans here for the Nagoya Diamond Dolphins. But this is 96-97% BREX Nation. That's why you play your best all throughout the regular season, because you want to have home court advantage. Little smile there. And Richard realizes that he's being replaced by Alan Williams. He takes a seat. Williams with 5 points. We're going to need a whole lot more. DJ again. Up against Keita. Just delaying the entry. Iejima. Look at a quick passing. New build to the corner. Jarrett, quick release. Short. Edwards is there. That didn't hit the rim, so shot clock didn't reset. But it didn't matter, really. They score once again. Extending that lead back up to 9. Takumi will kick it back out. Imamura drains another 3. That's his third. Imamura has been on target from deep. We should try to look for him a little bit more. Imamura, though, will pick up a personal. See if they do a switch in terms of defense, because Imamura can't really play too much defense and expect him to carry the offensive load. Turnover here for BREX. Ooh, Keita misfiring there totally. Quick 3. No, not the best of shots. Jarrett will clear. Showing no patience whatsoever here on the offensive end are the Diamond Dolphins. Falling away and still hitting is Iejima. That's his second 3 of the quarter. Arimoto will just launch. Check that, that's Takumi Sato. Badly needed that 3. Lead is still 16 though. We gotta bring this down to a more manageable deficit. Jarrett will be called for defensive foul. Being a little bit too physical there in Keita. Edwards didn't have to really run over Imamura. He could have just sealed him properly. So now, we activate the 41-year-old Kosuke Takeuchi. 6'9" center has really helped out his squad. Pass a little bit low. But they managed to get it here to Henry. And then eventually Williams scores. Timeout now will be called by BREX. Coach Zico just wanted to stop this mini run being put together by the Diamond Dolphins. Five to nothing Blast has cut that 19-point lead down to 14. Nibel and company looking to increase that lead once again. Endo back in the ball game. Played some minutes in the first half. He'll come up short of his three. Jarrett will lose it on the way up. DJ. Back there from Miyajima. Puts it down. Kosuke gets fouled. Might be called on Henry. He doesn't like the call. Jarrett got hacked there. Watch it. Well, you can see Aaron Henry was trying to get out of the way, but he made contact with his body. That's his first. And Grant now with 2 shots. Got Jarrett's numbers. 6 points, 5 rebounds, 2 dimes. Now it's 7 points. Make both. That's what you want to see coming off a timeout. Scoring and easing some of the burden on this rally being put together by your opponents. Nice look there at Coach Sean Dennis. He has been at the helm of the Nagoya Diamond Dolphins for a few years now. He's put together a real solid program. Takumi from deep, yes! He's capable of that. I'm quite surprised they gave him that much room. Now with 5 points, and the lead's down to 13. Jarrett gets it right back. Sets the pick. Endo gets around it. Endo trying to take advantage of the size mismatch. Here comes Takumi. Fresh off that 3. Nice explosion to the basket there. And Williams delivers. He's got 9 points. Here's DJ once again. Little shifty moves. Endo will bring it closer. Takes his time. Jarrett falling away. No. Nice box out. Good rebound there by Richardson. And here they come. Gonna cut into this lead even further. Jumper. Look at that looper there from Williams. Now with 9 points. What a big third quarter being put together here. Newbill once again. Hoists up a three. That's dead center. Brings the lead back up to 12. 19 points now contributed by DJ Newbill. Saito offline. That falls to Kyle Richardson. And Takumi spotted inside by his teammates. Now with 7 points. Third quarter explosion. Led here by the smallest man on the floor. There's a steal. Henry picks it up. They push it forward. Richardson. All day to shoot. A little bit too strong there for Aaron. He definitely wants that one back. Not a good foul. Not quite sure why Richardson had to do that. That was out of frustration, really, more than anything else. Easy call. That'll be now the third team foul. First personal on Kyle. Ogao will check back in. Son Dennis exploring his options. Newbill again. Little stutter step. Goes all the way through. Hits a layup. Flexes his muscles. And he's got one more free throw coming up. Watch it again. Gets past his primary defender. Surprise Henry there. Little conversation there with Henry. Not quite sure what Henry's complaining about. Turns around and says there was no foul. Well, there was minimal contact, but still there was body contact when he passed Henry going towards the bucket. Referees say, let's stop with the yapping and get on with the basketball. Isaiah Murphy in. Definitely need him for defensive purposes. Free throw drops. 2:58 still to be played and already in the penalty now by the Nagoya Diamond Dolphins. Point lead being protected here. It's Nagoya on the offensive. Takumi swings it. Open three. Nice swish there from Taketo Kato. Kato getting some burn. And he's making the most of his minutes. Turning the lead down to 10. Not a good pass. Kato with a steal. Kato will attack. Bring it back out. Takumi for three. Yes! Back-to-back threes have got them right back in this one. The lead down to 7. Saito with 10 points. Almost a steal. It's completed. Takumi again. No. Look at this. Sitting right there. It fell on his lap. And Williams puts it through. Plus a foul to boot. fell right in front of him. Pushed Edwards out of the way. Edwards not happy there with that none call once again. Third personal foul though will be called on DJ Newbill as we have another ceasefire. Bonus free throw. Yes. 65-61. Just a while ago, it was a 19-point lead opened up here by BREX. Almost another turnover there. They really upped the pressure. BREX was looking to just cruise. Jarrett, short on that three. Pretty good defense there by Kyle. Looking to come even closer. Sato has really helped out. And Takumi hits the deck. He has come alive here in the third. That foul will put UTSUNOMIYA also in the penalty. With a minute and 30 remaining. DJ there talking to his team, saying we gotta pick up the slack. We relaxed a little bit too early, and now we're paying the price. You don't want to allow your team to be complacent. Which is that of that's being complacent now. Suddenly, you've got a ball game heading to the fourth. Second free throw. And it's now just a 2-point lead enjoyed by BREX. 12 points. Majority of that coming here in the third. Ejima sent back in. They need his leadership. Together with Edwards. They find DJ again. And look for the mismatch, and a foul is going to be called. That will be on beam number 3. Kato. Not a good foul. As we said, both teams in a bonus. And you can hear Sean Dennis screaming at the referee, saying, you gotta let things like that go. This is playoff basketball, he said. Gavin Edwards is gonna miss though. Gavin Edwards has just not found his range today. Edwards then has 8 points, 5 boards, and 1 assist. But he's missed out on a couple of opportunities to clear the board for his squad. points of defense. And they need it. The hometown does. Takumi puts up a three. That would have been for the lead. Fortunate turn of events? No. Takumi again. Looks for his big man. Up and under move? No. Isaiah Murphy. Still nothing. He'll bring it back out. A third possession. Takumi a deep three. And they have the lead. Coming back from the grave. Nagoya now up 66 to 65. Not a good foul. A little bit over-eager there was Taketo. At this stage, you've gotten the momentum. You don't want to give your opponents free throws. They're struggling offensively. Now you're going to send them to the line for 2 shots. And who do you send? Makoto, their best local scorer. $66-66. Can BREX retake the lead? They do. By 1. New build will be replaced. That's a good substitution. You don't want DJ picking up a cheap foul here. Final 22.1 of the third. They'll be going for the final shot here. Takashima is also on the floor. There, guarding Takumi. Trying to release Takumi. Floater. Not gonna drop. Edwards will hold on to that one. Looked like he might have traveled. We're gonna have an exciting fourth. Don't go away, because after 3 periods, it's just 1 point separating these squads.
BREX.
Look at the numbers here after 3 periods. UTSUNOMIYA still shooting much better from 2 and also much better from 3. They're only up by 1. Actually, Nagoya made more 2-pointers than BREX.
それでは最終第4クォーターのスタートです。
That's when the percentages sometimes can be a little skewed. Fourth quarter underway here as we welcome everybody back to the Nikan Arena Tochigi, our venue for game number 1 between UTSUNOMIYA and Nagoya. These two squads face each other once again tomorrow. Gavin Edwards screaming at the referee there as Henry got that rebound. Actually, we've seen a few times that Edwards got pushed out of position. Let's see what transpired here. There's a push. That one called on Hiyajima. That's his third. Sato inside. No. A lot of times, coaches will stress, use the board. That might have been a better shot. The hosts up by 1 with possession. And a pounded inside. Jarrett will overshoot. Good defense there by Isaiah Murphy. He's able to save that. Murphy knows his spot, knows his place. He knows he's there. Rebounding. Lead the scoring to the World Imports. Scoring there is Henry. He's got 11 points. Newbill. Gonna give his team the lead once again. There's a handoff. DJ has to put up a 3. That's offline. They took a little bit too long getting into their offensive set. Murphy will go to the wing. Now they'll go inside. Looking for Williams, trying to pound it. Williams saying that should be 2 shots. Gavin Edwards says it's foul on the floor. There's the foul. Could make a case for it either way, but Gavin Edwards saying I was using the arm bar. Nevertheless, foul called. Second team foul on BREX. Here for the final period. Sato might have traveled. Referees let that one go. Strong move inside. So many times Williams was free for the layup. Just couldn't release it properly. Seems like he keeps slipping from his hands. 3 on the way and the youngster delivers. Takashima draining that 3. He's not playing like a 25-year-old anymore. Short there in the jumper. Edwards clears. 2-point lead enjoyed by BREX. DJ, yes! And a timeout needed here by Coach Sean Dennis. His squad was already up by 1, now down by 5 as he continues to work on the referees. Back to the action. 7 minutes, 18 seconds remaining in game number 1. It's still anybody's ball game. You don't need to be reminded about how important game number 1 is in a short best of 3. You got 1 foot inside the semifinals. Try and look inside. Just too much passing. That's what you want to see coming off a timeout. That's where you can see the frustration on the face of Sean Dennis. Henry should have taken that one. He had space for the floater. Ikaruga in. Ikaruga is a very stable point. Not to mention the fact that he's also tall at 6'1". They send the double. The pass just a little bit awry. If that was on the money, that would have been an easy layup for Takashima. Takumi from deep. That was so deep. But at the same time, there's nobody within 6 feet. Leads down to 2. Definitely a breakdown in defense there. A push, stopping the action. That's going to be the first team foul for Nagoya here in the 4th. Looks like they're going to give it to Kyle. There's Kyle with a little nudge. Not too much, but referees deem it enough to blow the whistle. DJ will put up another 3. He'll be too strong there. Save? No. We're going to say Shinji stepped on the baseline. No complaints from Shinji. Just give the ball to the referee. Let's see, we try to look for Takumi once again. He has exploded here in the 4th period. Harimoto's in. And Ketsu with the handoff. That is an offensive foul. Timing wasn't right. Easy call for referees. Under 6 minutes to be played. Garuga making sure that DJ's not really having to bring down that basketball. They want him to be fresh for incursions such as here. Looks for space. Gets it to drop. And again, that is because he doesn't have to bring down the basketball as the 1. Imamura forces the issue. Comes up short. Ikaruga will clear. Now he's going to allow DJ to bring it down. Foul will be called on Harimoto. A little bit irritated there with the non-call that they had down the floor. Approaching the midway point of the 4th. It carries 4-point lead for BREX. Hard to believe that they actually had a 19-point lead in the 3rd, and then they lost it. In fact, the Diamond Dolphins even led by 1. So from 52-33, it became 66-65. Jarrett with a jumper, no. Easy rebound there by Williams. They release Takumi. Everybody forgot to go down on defense. And UTSUNOMIYA BREX paid the price. Watch it once again. Everybody stopped playing except Saito.
最終第4クォーター残り時間は4分48秒、スコアは75対73、ブレックス2点のリードです。
Fourth period, 4:40 remaining. 2.8 enjoyed by BREX. Jarrett gets away for two. It's going to increase the lead back to 4. That was a breakdown in defense, this time for Nagoya. Team foul situation. UTSUNOMIYA with 2. Nagoya with 3. Now with that last foul on Edwards, BREX will have 3 as well. Takumi Saito, the smallest man on the floor, at 5'8", has made a huge difference here in the second half. Third personal foul going to be called on Gavin. Two important free throws. Takumi takes care of the first. There are more the fans of Nagoya here inside the Nikan Arena, Tochigi. Not a lot of them, but as far as Nagoya is concerned, they say it's enough. You can feel the love. You can imagine the love felt here by UTSUNOMIYA BREX with a packed stadium. For space. A travel is going to be called. He doesn't agree. But a turnover for Makoto. That is turnover number 16 for UTSUNOMIYA BREX. 14 turnovers for Nagoya. Really hard to tell, but nonetheless, back to live action. Open 3. That you expect to go down because that is Keita Imamura. 14 points now for Imamura and a 1-point lead for Nagoya. Almost a turnover. That might be a charge. It is. Gavin Edwards says, I was just bringing my arm up. Knocking Imamura down. Watch it here. There's the double. And there's the elbow to the face. They might even review this one. That's the 4th personal foul on Gavin. And they will review this one for an unsportsmanlike foul. Though I think that'll just be called a regular foul. So possession will go here. So inadvertent elbow. Should be an easier review. As expected. Regular foul, but BREX now in the penalty for the remainder of this game. You gotta hand it to the Diamond Dolphins. Despite the fact that they were down by 19, they just continued to plug away, plug away, plug away. And now they're up by 1, and now they even have possession of the basketball after that offensive foul. Can they increase their lead here? Takashima will come in. He's tasked to stay with Takumi. Saito hits. It's now a 3-point lead, 80-77. This is the biggest lead in the contest. There's another steal and a slam. Wow. And you can see Henry there, beside himself there, screaming at the referee, saying he got hit in the face, was looking for a foul. There was the hit. But that was inadvertent. 82-77. Wow, what a turn of events. Edwards for 3. Can't hit that. Big rebound there by Aaron Henry. And now he'll walk it down. The shoe is now on the other foot. Suddenly, the offense is flowing, courtesy of Takumi. Shot clock winding down. Long 3 put up there by Keita. Falls away harmlessly. But here comes DJ. They need to score. Still a lot of time though. They leave it to the youngster. And again, Takashima not up to the task. They're getting open shots, just not dropping it. Almost an 8-second violation there. Now they go back to their main man here today, Takumi. Takumi will put up a 3. Just short. Jarrett to the rebound. Welcome to the Twilight Zone, the final 2 minutes of this one. UTSUNOMIYA BREX down by their biggest deficit all afternoon. Newbill tries to make his move. Active hands, that one. Tapped away by Keita. Time down to 6 seconds. Looking for Makoto there. They might have to go to Makoto or maybe even Grant Jarrett inside. Newbill tries to make his move. We'll lose it. That'll hurt. Another turnover. That's turnover number 19. Pocket pass. They go inside. Basket and 1 opportunity here for Allen Williams. And they're looking to take down the defending champions here. BREX won both season matchups. But here Edwards will also foul out. There's confirmation. The 38-year-old done for the afternoon. I'm wondering why Henry continues to jaw here with DJ Newbill. His squad's got the lead. (84-77). Newbill can't get away, can't get that layup. They get it past the timeline. If they score again here, it'll be lights out. Richardson using some precious clock. They swing it up high. Henry puts up a 3. Almost banked that one. Richardson gets the offensive rebound. Now they go down low. Spin there. Look at the strength being shown here by Allen Williams. And it's now a 9-point lead. And the fans here at the Nikkan Arena Tochigi are shell-shocked. UTSUNOMIYA has been pegged at 77 for quite a while. They've only scored 10 points here in the fourth, and a timeout will now be called by BREX. Not quite sure if they have more than enough time to get back in this ball game, but we'll find out when we return. .6 seconds remaining. They're gonna need a quick three here, or a quick basket. Jarrett for three. Yes, exactly what the doctor ordered. 13 points for Jarrett. Now some pressure in the backcourt. Imamura almost lost it. They get it to Henry. Takumi will hold on to it. Goes right back to Saito. And he'll be fouled. And that should be it. With just 23.3 seconds remaining. It looks like Nagoya will finally take down the powerhouse UTSUNOMIYA BREX squad, the defending champions. At least here in game number 1.
2 shots.
Not quite sure why he fouled there. If you were gonna foul, you should have fouled much earlier. They would have had at least another 10 seconds for their offensive. And now Saito misses. Well, they're gonna need just one to make this a 3-possession game. It's quite safe at this stage. So UTSUNOMIYA BREX can hit another quick three, and they're right back in this one. Saito says, this for insurance purposes. We'll miss the second. That's gonna stay here though. That was touched last by Ikaruga. Well, they got the 2 missed free throws they needed, just couldn't grab the rebound. Coach Zico says, continue to play, continue to play. You're gonna have to look for a steal here and then another foul. There's the foul. 20 seconds remaining. That should have been their possession. And now, just 1 of 2 free throws to really just ice this. And it's Alan Williams, the 33-year-old forward standing 6'8". Another missed free throw. So the door still slightly ajar. That's the insurance. Ikaruga. Quickly get it up here. He's going to go for a 3. He needed to go for a 3. He went for a 2. 14.4. I like this timeout from Coach Sean Dennis. Settle down your boys. Explain the situation. And get a good inbound. Final 14.4. The Nagoya Diamond Dolphins on the verge of taking game number 1 here over the defending champion, UTSUNOMIYA BREX. They need a good inbound here. Almost a 5-second violation. Maybe not wanting to get that ball if you're Nagoya to Alan Williams, not your best free throw shooter. He had a split from the line earlier. Well, if you're UTSUNOMIYA BREX, that is the man that you want on the line. But he makes the first. And he shuts up the crowd. 18 points now here for Allen. It's a 3-possession ball game once again. Williams replaced. Gonna send in a much quicker Isaiah Murphy. Iajima looking for space. Flips it up. It's not gonna drop. And that's gonna be it. Nagoya takes game number 1. This was a real shocker. Not because people didn't expect Nagoya capable. They were capable. But remember, they were down by 19 at one stage at 52-33. They came back strong in the third. And they had a solid fourth period. Built up a lead of as much as 9. And the Nagoya Diamond Dolphins take game number 1 of this best of 3 quarterfinal series against UTSUNOMIYA BREX. And they win it by 7. 82 for UTSUNOMIYA and 89 the winning score for the Nagoya Diamond Dolphins. Stick around. Interviews coming up.
RESONA グループ B リーグクォーターファイナル2025-26 Game 1プレゼントバリー栃木銀行宇都宮ブレックス vs 名古屋ダイヤモンドドルフィンズにご来場いただきまして誠にありがとうございました。明日もここ日韓アリーナ栃木にて名古屋ダイヤモンドドルフィンズとクォーターファイナルゲーム2を戦います。本日は大変悔しい対戦となりましたが、まずは明日全力で皆さん共に戦いゲーム3へとつなげてまいりましょう。
はい、それでは勝ちました名古屋ダイヤモンドドルフィンズショーン・デニスヘッドコーチです。コーチ、19点差からの見事なカムバック、今気持ち聞かせてください。
You know, obviously it feels amazing, and particularly to come back to UTSUNOMIYA, where it all started for me in Japan, and to show the team, for the team to show so much fight and resilience, it really just shows the true identity of our group.
本当に嬉しいです。特にここ宇都宮で自分がスタートした地でこれができたのは本当に良かったと思います。でチームも本当に粘り強く最後の最後までファイトしたのは素晴らしかったです。
後半にベンチから登場してきた加藤武人選手、ゲームを変えたような印象があります。コーチの印象を聞かせてください。
Look, he was terrific, you know, and we always say that when he comes in and, you know, make sure we play off his defensive pressure and his speed, and I thought the team did a great job of that, and it's a great thing for the young man to come in such a big game.
彼は本当に素晴らしい活躍してくれたと思います。チーム全体に話しているのは彼のスピードを生かすために彼がディフェンスに入ってくるときにそこをサポートするっていうことで、それがこういうビッグゲームでできたのが本当に良かったと思います。
これだけ今シーズン終盤で怪我人が多い中でのこの完全なアウェーの状況でこのゲーム1を取った、これチームにとってどんな影響があるか教えてください。
It's huge. I mean, it's been a very, very tough month and a half for us, and to be able to come here and get a victory like that, it just shows the impact of both Isaiah and Alan Williams coming back into the group, particularly Alan with his presence inside and Isaiah's defense. I thought it was great.
本当に1ヶ月半ぐらいすごく、辛い状況でしたが、もう本当アラン選手、ウィリアム選手とマーフィー選手が戻ってきて、アラン選手のインサイドのインパクト、マーフィー選手のディフェンスのインパクトが素晴らしかったと思います。
今日は完全なアウェーでしたけど、ベンチ裏で赤いドルファミンの皆さん応援してくれました。そして今日 IG アリーナでもパブリックビューイング、多くの全国の名古屋のファンの皆さんが応援してくれたと思います。最後メッセージお願いします。
To our fans, you know, I promise we'd make you proud. We play as hard as we could, and you couldn't be prouder of this group, the way we've bounced back after such a rough 4 weeks.
もう4週間、タフな4週間からこうやってバウンスバックができたのは本当に良かったし、誇り高いし、皆様に誇りを持てるようなバスケットをやるっていうのを約束しました。それが今日できたと思います。
ありがとうございます。見事19点3からのゲーム1カムバックの勝利、ショーン・デニスヘッドコーチでした。
ありがとうございます。
ありがとうございます。
信じて臨むゲーム2です。皆さんよろしくお願いします。
はい、それでは今日のヒーロー斉藤匠選手です。斉藤選手、前半は苦しいゲームでしたけれども後半に一気にスパークゲーム1取りました。今の気持ち聞かせてください。
はい、本当にリーグ戦終盤は、怪我人もいたりとかっていうのもあってなかなか勝ててなくて、チームとしてもなかなか辛い状況は続いていたんですけど、チームとして諦めたくないという気持ちはずっと持っていましたし、チャンピオンシップ初戦の前半はやっぱり15点ビハインドという形で入ってしまったんですけど、ハーフタイムでも全員が集中して話し合っていましたし、勝ちたい気持ちっていうのは絶対にあったので、そこを後半しっかり巻き返して最終的に勝つことができたのは良かったのかなというふうに思います。
ありがとうございます。こうベンチから出てきた同じポイントガード加藤武人選手がゲームを変えたような印象です。斉藤選手からの見た気持ち聞かせてください。
はい、本当にハーフタイムにコーチの方に武人を出してもいいんじゃないかっていうのは僕の方から話させてもらって、僕のポイントガードのところ相手の高島選手はかなり激しくプレッシャーかけていたので、オフェンスのリズムだったりというのも良くなかったですし、彼がポイントガードとして入ることでそのリズムを一緒に作ることもできますし、ディフェンスでもトーンをセットしてくれるという仕事ができるので、本当に彼の後半の力というのは不可欠だったのかなというふうに思います。
ありがとうございます。斉藤選手、前半は0得点だったんです。後半だけでまとめてオンファイヤー24得点5アシスト、この自身の後半のスパークどのように見てますか？
そうですね、今言った通り、相手の選手のディフェンスもかなり激しかったので、自分の攻め方であったりとか、少し後半で変えてそこがうまくできたのかなというふうに思うので、また明日は、宇都宮さんもそこはアジャストしてくると思っているので、また違った試合展開にはなると思うんですけど、狙えるところはどんどん狙っていきたいなというふうに思ってます。
ありがとうございます。斉藤選手、今日は IG アリーナでドルファミの皆さんパブリックビューイング今頃どっかん言ってると思います。全国のドルファミの皆さんにメッセージをお願いできますか？
はい、まずは、宇都宮の会場に来てくれたドルファミの皆さんで、配信を見てくれている皆さん、IG アリーナでパブリックビューイング応援してくれている皆さん、本当にありがとうございます。冒頭話したようにリーグ戦終盤もなかなか勝てなかったんですけど、皆さんが信じて応援してくれたおかげで大事な初戦を勝つことができました。で、明日の試合も絶対に勝たなきゃいけないですし、また皆さんの応援が必要不可欠になるので、明日の応援もよろしくお願いします。
逆境を見事に吹き飛ばしました。ゲーム1見事に取りました斉藤匠選手でした。ありがとうございます。
ありがとうございました。